Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Advanced Warfare in Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Foregrip Attachment, and if you didn't notice from the thumbnail, it does serious work in this game. The Foregrip definitely works. It's back big time. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to show you what it does on different guns and how effective it can be. And if you haven't noticed, this is my first 60 FPS YouTube video. I'm going to try to render and upload every video with the exception of maybe vlogs and other things in 60 FPS, but we're definitely doing 60 FPS gaming from here on in. Let's skip on over to the foregrip test. The first one that you're going to look at is the BAL. I'm going to shoot this white wall over here with no foregrip just so that you get a good feel of what the recoil is going to do when you don't have foregrip on this weapon. And I'd like to note that I'm not correcting the recoil with my hand. I'm just pulling the right trigger and letting it go. This is with the foregrip, and the difference here is absolutely colossally massive. You're going to get to see this over and over again. It does affect each weapon a little bit differently. Now some weapons get more of an effect and there is a randomness to recoil. You can see that my second pattern isn't nearly as bad as the first with no foregrip, but then you can see the next one is practically a laser beam. Moving on, we have the H-bar here, which I previously considered to be one of the most accurate weapons in the game, except I'd pretty much always used it with the foregrip and never without, and come to find out it's actually not very accurate at all when you take the foregrip off of it. I was kind of spoiled on that one, but you'll see the difference. That was no foregrip. This one here is going to be with the foregrip. Very radical difference in accuracy, and what I found is that generally speaking, the less accurate the weapon is, the more the foregrip helps it. Some of the more accurate weapons, the foregrip really doesn't change too much. You'd think that a pretty accurate weapon with the foregrip would turn into a laser, but what I find is that a pretty accurate weapon with the foregrip is still just a pretty accurate weapon, whereas one of the guns that kicks like a lot, like we'll move over to the KF5, you can really see it on this one. The KF5 SMG has a lot of kick. I like this gun, but it does kick a lot. It's very difficult to use. However, when I put the foregrip on the KF5, well, you're going to see in just a second. It's very effective. The guns that I found it to be the most useful on, the ones that you'll probably be using the most, are the BAL, the H-bar, and all of the submachine guns. Those are the ones that I recommend using foregrip with, and some of the weapons that the foregrip doesn't work very well on are the more accurate weapons such as the AK-12 and the IMR. I didn't test too many of the burst fire or single shot weapons because there's a lot of human error involved in those, and I just wanted to show you very good, accurate, full auto kind of testing results here. That's mostly all for this episode of Advanced Warfare in Depth. I just wanted to show you that this is an extremely useful attachment and that it can be used on almost any weapon. I'm going to be using it on my KF5 quite a lot now. I'm going to go ahead and skip over to the outro, but there are a lot more weapon tests at the end of the video. If you want to see how your favorite weapon performs, just hang around until the end of the video after this, and you'll get to see all of them. My previous video was on the EM1 laser. I had some tips and tricks on how to use it. My next video, which will be coming out later today, is on fast reload. A lot of people reload too fast and they dump the entire magazine instead of retaining the ammo. We're going to be talking about that, but now I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to the rest of the testing, all the weapons, so you can enjoy it. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.